Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my girlfriend over cheese? For some backstory, I, 24 female, have been dating my girlfriend, 23 female, for a little over a year. We've been living together for 5 months. I would say we are an average couple, happy most times, but we argue here and there. The main reason why we argue is because she has a streak of acting very entitled and spoiled at times. She will do things I specifically ask her not to do, and if I get upset, she will cry and make excuses for herself and only apologize if she feels like I'm ignoring her, i.e., when I'm too exhausted to keep entertaining her. She will eat my leftovers, leave the apartment a mess, it's my apartment, invite people over and let them leave the apartment a mess, etc. This has been happening at least once a week since we moved in together. Yesterday, there was a holiday market about 2 hours away. She had sent me a post about it a week ago and kept talking about how she wanted to go. So I rented an Airbnb for the weekend for the both of us to go together. We ended up getting into an argument day of because she never had to stay in an Airbnb before and convinced herself that the hosts were going to spy on us or kidnap us or kill us or something. She got upset that I didn't get a hotel even though every hotel in the area is so damn expensive and I'm the only one with a job right now. I told her I was just going to go by myself if she's going to make such a big deal over nothing. And her exact words were, "F you and your farmer's market, don't get me sh*." So I go to the market, had fun by myself, and got this very expensive imported European cheese. Mind you, this cheese was $40 for a pound, and I'm sure it would cost more having to buy it online because I know they don't sell this anywhere around here. I plan to make a meal with this cheese for me and her because I like to cook. I came back this morning and told her exactly, do not eat the cheese in the refrigerator. It was expensive and I'm going to use it later, and you also said don't get you anything, so it's not for you. She said okay, and I went to work. She texts me at work and says promise not to be mad, and I immediately knew. She ate my cheese. What I did not expect was for her to eat the entire pound of cheese. I was gone for 6 hours and the entire pound is gone. I didn't text her back, but when I got home, I told her right away to pack her shit up and leave because I can't deal with her BS anymore. She started crying about how it's just cheese and that I'm getting mad over nothing, but I told her to leave before I called the police. She left in tears and is staying with her parents, who are texting me, calling me an asshole for breaking up with her and kicking her out over the cheese. I think the issue is bigger than the cheese at this point, but maybe I overreacted. I don't know. Am I the a-hole? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My first instinct by the second paragraph was that even though they had moved in together not that long ago, that the relationship was kind of on thin ice and that the OP was really kind of getting sick of her girlfriend's BS. They're both young, and it sounds like maybe one of them is a little bit more mature than the other, but obviously we're really only hearing perspective from one side. But it certainly sounds like there's an issue of her girlfriend not respecting her wishes when it comes to even silly things. And I mean, $40 for a pound of cheese isn't really that silly. That is freaking expensive, man. And you know what? If I told my other half not to eat something because I had plans for it and I spent a good chunk of money on it, I would be really pissed. But would I break up with them over it? Probably not specifically that. For me, this situation very much sounds like it was just one more thing that needed to happen for a blow up to happen because of the constant bickering and arguing and the entitlement on one side and just the general immaturity. It's hard for me to say yes or no to whether or not the OP was the a-hole for breaking up with them over this because there's not a lot of other story to go with it, but it really does sound like and feel like they were at the end of their rope, and that was the thing that just put them over the edge because they were very clear before they left the house for 6 hours to go to work. Do not eat this cheese. It was expensive and I want to use it for something. And they ate it anyway. So I definitely need your guys' help on this one. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. You think the OP was the a-hole for breaking up with her girlfriend over some $40 pound of cheese? cheese? Or do you think that her girlfriend was the a-hole for not listening to her very specific wishes to not eat the $40 pound of cheese? Let me know.